Hi, um, I hope that you have enjoyed the video so far. I'm having trouble uploading them. I don't know why. Maybe it's the format, maybe it's the size. My phone doesn't accept a lot of documents at a time. So we'll see if I can finish this one. We were doing R and now we're gonna do S. Remember, R is kind of tricky. Don't forget that. And it's something that you're gonna learn with practice. But it's very important. I'm sorry about my neighbors. They're having fun. I'm glad that they have fun. Um, uh, I can hear them over here. I wish I could bring Aiden to play with them. Okay, focus. So yeah, so we're gonna practice with time. The only thing you need to know is how to do the sound r, d, with one r, d, and then with double r. But you always do it like hitting your tongue in the top of your palate. Okay. Then we have this sound. So we have sa, se, si, so, y, su. Let's see. It's getting trickier and trickier with time because they have specific rules that I completely ignore, and I'm just doing it by practice, by what I speak. So I'm hoping that I'm doing it well. So we have sandalia. That would be what you use to go out. Um, it's a fancy chancleta, a fancy shoe that it's open. It's not like a high heel that is open, but it has like little strap and it's more open. Like the one that I was telling you about 15 de septiembre for India Bonita for the regional costume that we were talking, that's a sandalia. I'm gonna take it and then you. Okay, so um, with se, sentarse, to be seated, sentarse, to be seated, silla, silla, a chair, solo, or alone, or lonely, solo, sucio. Sucio and juco and chuco are the same word. That means that something is dirty. But chuco and juco are Honduran words. We use it, and people would know probably that you're Honduran if you use it. Actually, pollo chuco, it's a regional dish or a popular dish in here. It's plantain chips fried, this kind, um, with chicken, and they made like a orange dressing. Bigos, it's a hamburger place in here, makes it amazingly. Okay, so we have chuco, juco, and sucio would mean the same, would mean dirty. Um, T, we have ta, te, ti, to, and tu. So we have talla, the size of something, talla or tamaño. Again, the size, but it's more like um, this is about the size of my jeans, for an example, are size 32, 33. If 33 exists. But tamaño, it's the size of something, if it's big or if it's small. Tamaño, tierra. Tierra is dirt or ground, tierra, or planet Earth, tierra. Uh, todo. And this is a difficult word for students because todo is all in English, but when you say it, they hear old. And it's because of the way we pronounce this all the lovers, that's a Kylie Minogue song, but then you say old, you have to make sure that you pronounce the D for them and they see you pronouncing that. Because all the time when I tell them, and all the kids were playing, they write N. That's what they write because of what it sounds. But in this case, it's very simple in Spanish because it means todo. Todo. En tuyo. Tuyo means yours. You're giving it to someone. Yours. Or tufo. Tufo, it would be a word that identifies a bad smell, something that smells very nastily. And that's another Honduran word. For an example, if there's a dead rat in a place, you say that it's uh, sorry, that is leaving off some bad odor or smell from it. So that would be a tufo. This is a Honduran word, and I don't think that other people would understand it if you say it out of this country, but it's a word that works for you to know. Then we have, oh, sorry, we're gonna repeat them just in case you couldn't hear them because of they were playing. I'm happy they play. I hope Aiden could play with them. So we have talla, tamaño, tierra, todo, tuyo, y tufo. That's the Honduran one that means the bad smell. And then we have de, that we have had the argument that you say that they sound differently. I don't really identify the difference between them. So we have, but I'm glad you do, so you can do better Spanish than I do. Vaca. My Spanish coworker Amanda hates it because she asked me with a B, and I'm like, which B? B de vaca or B de burro? And they have proper name. This is V dental, and the other one is V labial. But as a Spanish speaking person that I am, I don't find the difference, but you have, so that's good. Vaca, velo, veil that they put in brides, ovela. This could be a candle, or also could be the fabric that pushes boats in the ocean, the humongous fabric. Volar. Volar means to fly, and I don't know if there's any with boo. I'll leave it like that because I don't really know. So you're learning kind of Spanish with me. Kind of what I know. Okay, so I have U, V, W. Now with W, I don't know any words that we write that they begin with W that I know of. Wendy? But Wendy is a name. I mean, it wouldn't apply as a word. But I don't know many words with that or either Z or X. Let's see. So we have X, X, and with this one, sometimes it has the X, 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 the x, 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 x sound if you mix it with a word. But if you don't, then it's gonna sound S. You're gonna see the example. A xylophone. It's a thing that I used to play with when I was in kindergarten, and I'm pretty sure you know what it is, and you hit it with a little stick that has and you make sounds. A xylophone. So we call it xilófono. See, there's no X in the sound. Xilófono. But if, for an example, there's a famous Brazilian singer named Xuxa. See, another way to pronounce it, and that's a word. But if you mix it, for an example, if you say mixto, mix, mixto. So you see that the sound of the X is different if you mix it with other letters, if you put it in the middle. If you say extra, X, extra. But if it sounds with the X, probably won't sound. For example, my landlord's wife her name is Xiomara, and you say Xiomada. Very few people will say X because of the beginning of the word is an X, then you would pronounce it X, if it's in the middle. But if it's not, you're gonna say sio. Um, Texas would be your place. We would call it Texas because it's in the middle. Those are the ones that I remember. I'm pretty sure that there are way more. Um, X, Y, y Z. Okay. So with Y, we have I think that in this one there's not a lot of things. Well, Yahweh, and this is not a Spanish word. Um, I think that's the way you write it. It's Jesus in some sort of Asian far from here language, but some people uses this word that I know of, but I don't remember a lot of words that use the sound ja at the beginning of the words. The sound Jehovah, it's the lake in here that you know, Jehovah. Yuca, it's a vegetable that you haven't really tried, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it fried with some pico de gallo and stuff. Yuca, Lloro is another. It's an department in Honduras, the department of Lloro. Um, but they're not very common to begin with that I know of. I'm pretty sure that I'm very ignorant. But if you use it mixed with other things, let's say for an example, playa, playa. But see, same thing with double L. If you pronounce it too long or if you correctly pronounce it, you're gonna sound Colombian and not Honduras. If you say playa, playa. Uh, Bec- and that's my own experience. I don't know if they really speak like that. But we would say playa, 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 playa. That's the way we would say it. We're not gonna give too much emphasis to the sound ja. Jojo, jojo. It's a yo-yo thing, right? Yo-yo is yo-yo in English. Okay, so that's it, jojo, yo-yo. But again, we don't give too much emphasis to the sound j. We just say yo, yo-yo, yo-yo. Tráeme un yo-yo. Okay, good. And then with the letter, so try to imagine that sound as the sound I for your country. I, yo-yo, playa. Don't give it too much emphasis to the J. Then we have the letter Z, but again, we don't pronounce this as we should, or as the Spaniard conquerors, destroyers of cultures do. So, for an example, you say zorro, but we would have to say zorro, we just don't. Morazan, that was one of the people that freed my people back in the time, Francisco Morazan, or the department of Francisco Morazan that includes Santa Lucia, El Chimbo, and all the places. Morazan, and I think that it has an accent. Hey, Spanish teachers, I can do some accents. Paz, that means peace. Fox, but again, we're not saying Z to it. And I don't know any words that starts with a Z. They finish with it. For an example, feliz. See? But we don't but don't we use it. And now there's a rule for that. When you're gonna use longer words that end with a C, you are gonna change the Z for a C. Tricky. So for an example, we say Pacífico. From paz to Pacifico, from peace to peaceful. So we change it when we are gonna make it longer. I'm pretty sure there's a name for that rule. I just don't know the name of the rule. From feliz to felicidad. And again, we're changing the Z for C because that's what the language says. I don't really know. And if you write, for an example, Pacifico with a Z or Felicidad with a Z, then you would make a mistake. Um, so those were the letters. I hope they were helpful. I hope that you wrote them. And you can read them to me the next time that we have our live class. See you later. Next time we will do tú, vos y usted. Okay? See ya.